I'd always loved birthdays, not for the cake or the gifts, but for what they represented. The quiet acknowledgement that you matter, that people remember and care. I thought this year would be the same. I'd planned a small dinner at home with friends and family. Nothing grand, just laughter, good food, and the comfort of being surrounded by people I loved. But as the day arrived, something felt off. The silences stretched longer than usual. The smiles felt rehearsed, and people's eyes seemed to slide past me rather than meet mine. Her name was Laura. We'd been together 5 years, married for 3. From the start, she had a charm that drew people in easily, a radiant smile, an effortless grace. But I would come to learn that charm can often hide more than it shows. Looking back, the signs have been their late-night texts, whispered phone calls, vague explanations, sudden defensiveness. But I'd chosen to trust her, to believe that love meant giving the benefit of the doubt. As the guests arrived, they offered their polite happy birthdays, their practiced grins, their hollow toasts. It all felt wrong. My best friend kept glancing down at his phone. My cousin fidgeted with his fork, avoiding my eyes, and Laura, she moved with deliberate ease, keeping herself busy, making sure no one lingered too long near me. And then, halfway through the appetizers, the realization struck like a blow to the chest. Every awkward pause, every sidelong glance wasn't random, it was intentional. They were all hiding something. The missed calls, the quiet messages, the distant look in Laura's eyes. It wasn't a surprise party she'd been planning. It was a cover-up, a carefully woven lie that everyone had chosen to protect. My birthday, the night I'd looked forward to, had turned into a stage for deception. My stomach twisted as it sank in. The people I trusted most had chosen silence over truth. Then the atmosphere shifted. Her father arrived, Mr. Henderson, a man I'd always respected for his honesty and sense of fairness. He wasn't part of their secret. He didn't know, and his unexpected presence changed everything. He entered quietly, his gaze scanning the room, and suddenly the whispers died. The nervous laughter vanished. Laura's once smooth composure began to falter. She must have realized his being there would make it impossible to keep up the act. Still, she tried, laughing too loud, deflecting too quickly, pretending everything was fine. I watched her closely. Every detail of the past few months replayed in my mind. Every unexplained absence, every strange message, every forced smile. The truth had been building quietly beneath the surface, and now it was breaking through. What was meant to be a celebration had become a test of honesty, loyalty, and truth. Then came the moment everything unraveled. Midway through the main course, Laura's phone buzzed on the table. Mr. Henderson glanced at it, curious. He picked it up, his expression unreadable, and scrolled. And then it happened. The messages appeared, dozens of them, from a man I'd never met. Words no husband should ever see. The room froze. Laughter died instantly. The air thickened with silence. Laura's face went pale. For a split second, I saw her mask break. Fear, panic, realization, all flickering behind her eyes. The birthday cake sitting in the corner suddenly felt cruel, mocking, a symbol of a celebration that had never truly existed. I didn't yell. I didn't move. I just sat there, letting it all sink in. The betrayal, the collusion, the lies that had been hidden behind smiles. My friends couldn't look at me. Some shifted in their seats. Others stared down at their plates. Shame painted across their faces. The truth was out, and ironically, it wasn't me who exposed it. It was her father, the one man who had walked in with integrity still intact. Laura tried to speak, to explain, to twist the story into something softer, but it was too late. This wasn't just about infidelity. It was about every small betrayal that had built up over time. The dismissive tone, the evasive answers, the quiet disrespect that had chipped away at trust. My birthday had become a breaking point, not just for our marriage, but for the illusion I'd been living in. Her father finally spoke, his voice calm but edged with disappointment. "Laura," he said evenly, "I raised you to value honesty and respect. It's clear both were forgotten tonight." His words landed heavier than any accusation. For the first time that night, Laura had no defense, no charm, No spin. The truth stood bare, undeniable. I didn't need to say anything. My silence was louder than any argument could have been. The cake sat untouched. The decorations blurred into the background. What mattered had already been said, without words. And in that silence, I felt something unexpected, clarity. The pain was sharp, but it was cleansing. I could finally see the situation for what it truly was, stripped of illusion. After dinner, I stood up, grabbed my coat, and headed for the door. Laura's trembling voice followed me, pleading, apologizing, desperate. But I didn't turn back. I'd given her my trust, my love, my patience, and she'd given me deceit. The birthday that was stolen from me became a turning point, a line that could never be uncrossed. Outside, the cool air hit my skin, grounding me. The city lights stretched endlessly, indifferent but somehow full of quiet promise. For the first time in months, I felt free. Free from lies, from manipulation, from the web of half-truths that had suffocated me. The night was still, but charged with something powerful, possibility. I knew moving forward wouldn't be easy, but it would be honest. And that, I realized, was enough. Because in the end, the people who betray us don't define us. What defines us is the strength to walk away, to reclaim our dignity, and to rebuild our life on truth. That night, I didn't just leave the party. I stepped into freedom, leaving behind the lies, and finally reclaiming the life I deserved.